everyone, this is Steve Rosenberg with Mind Property Management. Today I'm joined with Rosie, who is in charge of the portfolio for Mind Property Management in San Antonio, New Braunfels, and Converse. And today I want to talk about what are the top 3 things that are going to cost you money when you own a rental property in San Antonio. So Rosie, what would you say are what is the number one thing that you know is probably going to break or cost money in San Antonio for my rental?
The number one top thing in San Antonio is, of course, the AC, HVAC, central units. That is one main reason.
Now, so people that don't understand San Antonio and the climate there, I know that air conditioning is probably running, maybe 9 months a year, would you say, because it's a hot climate?
Yes, that's correct. So it is very humid here in Texas, especially San Antonio, all of South Texas. Very humid, very dusty, very windy. So that does cause, the AC to run more powerful, and it's constantly on all day long.
Right. Now, what are some things that people can do to maybe prevent that? Is it, just make sure you're doing periodic filter changes, or what else?
Right. Periodic filter changes. Also recommend owners to do a semi-annual cleaning of the unit. So that really helps tremendously if they do that. Recommend sometime in April, May, and then right before the winter season as well.
Got it. Okay. And obviously, if a little prevention is the key there. So that's the first one, HVAC. What's the second thing?
Second thing would be the irrigation, sprinkler systems as well. With the heat, the yard is constantly, tenants want to keep their yard nice and green. So they're constantly running those sprinkler systems as well. So that's it's got to be, you got to make sure that you're taking care of it, and you're you're checking it, because the irrigation, I know that it gets very, very hot in the summertime, and then in the wintertime it can get pretty cold where, you can get the cracking of pipes and stuff as well. So I know that, Texas in general, that can be an issue. So I can definitely see that. Is there anything to do for preventive maintenance for an irrigation system that you know of? Preventive, just make sure, check it periodically, and as well as turn off the sprinkler system right before this winter. We don't want the pipes freezing,
right?
And just get prevention, and that should really help.
Yeah, makes sense. Now, okay, so first we have HVAC, then we've got irrigation. What is the third thing?
Third thing would be the roofs. Again, due to the heat and the weather in Texas, it really can take a toll on the roofs here, depending on what kind of roof you have. Most especially composition shingle, lots of rain, all that can deteriorate quicker. And
wind, I'm sure the wind, and it's like you have all the mixtures, right? And in wintertime you get the frost at some level. So you get really all seasons with all types of weather. Especially if a hurricane's coming up the Gulf, you may get some remnants of that with the wind and stuff. And the rain that comes down sometimes in Texas can be very, very intense, which, mix that with rain and hail and wind, it can get pretty ugly. So, okay, so the top things are the HVAC, irrigation systems, and then finally the roof. And then roof is, again, same thing. You want to go and you want to get it inspected. You want to get a semi-periodic inspections to make sure that it's good. You don't want to wait until you find out that you have water dripping through the kitchen to know that you have a leak in the ceiling of the roof, because you don't know where that leak is. It could be coming down rafters, could be coming down many different places. And water is the one thing that will really hurt you in a rental property. So you want to make sure that, you're paying attention to that and you're cognizant of what these are. And again, it's like having a car. You've got to rotate your tires. You've got to change your oil, the wipers. Same thing with a rental property. It's a machine. Things are moving. There's on-off switches. You can't assume that things aren't going to break. It's just a matter of being preventive, and it's a matter of being proactive and making sure that you're ahead of it, so that if it does start to show the wear and tear, you're on it and you're ready to replace it, or at least you're financially aware that it's going to happen. So, Rosie, if somebody wants to get a hold of you about New Braunfels, Converse, San Antonio, all other surrounding areas, how would they find you?
Sure. They can go to our website at mind.co, look up the locations, and look up San Antonio. They'll be able to find my email and phone number there directly, and they can reach me anytime.
That's great. And for those of you that want to continue getting educated, go to Facebook and join our Facebook group, the Mastermind, MYND, Mastermind Real Estate Investment Club. There you'll be able to engage with people like myself, Rosie, other investors from all levels, and you can like, comment, engage in conversations, and just get more knowledgeable about things such as what we just talked about. Also, go to our podcast show. It's called The Mindful Investor. It's on iTunes, Spotify, and all other channels. There you'll be able to hear people from novice level all the way to very, very high level. And you can make sure that you can have good discussions and you can learn from not only their successes, but also people's failures and what they're doing to overcome them. So on behalf of Rosie and myself and Mynd Property Management, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you'd like to keep the conversation going, join our Facebook group.